Well, Houston, we got a problem. Look at that. So, I'm watering the garden yesterday and I come out, oh man, that's crooked. I'm walking by this area to water it and I noticed this puddling that's rising through the soil system, and I go ahead and added that to the video today. And apparently it's been leaking like that for a week now, and I was just informed and I just noticed it yesterday. But it's so deep, it's about a foot deep, that I couldn't hear it bubbling up, so that you really got to key in on these things. If you're a homeowner and you come across in your lawn, in your flower beds, your rock beds, any kind of bubbling, or this, like if you got a lawn or rocks and you got all this sand bubbling up to the top, you got an irrigation leak. Okay, so I'm going to walk you guys on, walk you through on how to fix this real quick. And the first step we're going to do is we're going to turn off the water from the main water line. What's still going? So it looks like the leak, when you feel underneath it, I can feel the water squirting out of this T section here. So it's not coming from the left or the right. Actually, I take that back. There is a leak coming right off this left side here, but either way, we're gonna have to splice it on this side and this side. We're gonna have to put a new T section and a couple of couplings and glue it all back together. But first we got to get this water to stop. And so one thing I've learned after my years of doing this in the lawn care industry stuff and a little bit of irrigation work, and I want to put this out there real quick, I'm not licensed at all to do irrigation. Fixtures like this, to this extent, or to when you're tapping into the backflow preventer or your main water line, okay, I'm here at my house, okay? I have enough working knowledge to actually do a small repair like this when you've got a T-section that's got a freaking random splice in it, and it's got squirting out water, and you can tell through the depth of this, I'm probably about 2.5 feet deep. That is wet. That's got to be at least a week's worth of moisture there in water. But if you're not a professional at this, or you're not licensed and you just don't want to deal with it, after the years of doing this, just call the professionals, okay? Just give your plumber a call, get the irrigation, the lawn care company out there to do this for you. Make sure they are certified and licensed to tap into main water lines, or backflow preventers, or your valve systems, all that business. Anytime we've got clients that need extensive repairs like this, I've got a guy that I call. He gets out there, I refer all that traffic to him, and he does a phenomenal job. But if you're in El Paso and you need some irrigation work, give me a call and I'll give you a referral, okay? Really good gentleman. But again, we're at my house, so once you got your hole dug, the next thing you need to do is you need to figure out the size of the PVC pipe for the repairs, okay? So sometimes if it's, you know, a fairly new pipe or not too old, you should be able to see some markings on there. And as you can tell, I've got some blue markings, and it tells me that this is 3/4 inch pipe, okay? Now, just by working with irrigation systems, I can identify the size of the pipe. So I normally carry boxes and boxes of this stuff, not only for my personal property, but in case we're doing some small repairs like this outside of the household. So I know I need a T-section, and I happen to have one, which is good. The things I don't have, I'm missing a couple couplings that connect, because you're going to be basically redoing this whole system. Okay, this is no longer any good. Once that T-section gets a crack, you're going to have to splice it, and you're going to be coupling into the water lines that are coming from the left and the right. And then we've got an elbow that goes and connects underneath this rock wall here, that goes into my irrigation system for my shrubs and trees in the front yard. So I need to go to the big box store and get a couple items. I'll be right back.
What am I supposed to do? Yeah. I can't. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Yeah. I can't.
Okay, guys. So that's it. We pieced this back together. We did have, I will be the first to admit, we had a failed attempt. Sometimes these measurements just don't work out when you're kind of eyeballing stuff like this, or if you're new at stuff. So what I always recommend you guys do is, when you guys are doing your shopping, get yourself the contractor bags, because you may need to do some extra work, or you just may need the extra parts. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go and let this dry for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then we're gonna cycle the water back on and check for leaks and keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully there's no leaks. But if you guys have any questions about where I got this product, or if you got more specific questions on an irrigation issue that you may have, go ahead and leave a comment below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Give me a thumbs up. You guys stay tuned for some lawn care.